words for it right now. And I pick up her book, so you see that I'm reading one of her books, I want to feel something. Kind of forgot that I ordered 2 books. That's not what I read. Y'all too judgy today. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Bookmarked by Aaliyah. Welcome if you're new here. As you can see, y'all, we're having a beach day today. My son's been begging to come back to the beach. Summer is winding down, so it's hot, ain't it? You want to come? Yes, I'm gonna give her some water. So all you dog people out there think I'm dehydrating my dog. She's had a bunch of water, but you can't give them too much water when they're panting like that. So don't come for me. So Lola's here, my son's here, one of his friends are here. My husband had to work, so we could not enjoy a beach day today. But what I'm reading today, Pictures of You by Emma Gray. I started this last night. It is an amnesia trope. A girl is married. She gets in a car accident with her husband, and she wakes up in the hospital and doesn't remember a thing. She thinks she's 16 years old, and that's the time she's living in. She has no idea how she got a husband. She doesn't know her in-laws. Her in-laws are already pretty sus to me, but I'm gonna keep reading to find out. I'm only like on chapter 5, 6, something like that. I'm only like 30, 40 pages in or something like that. I'm gonna sit here and try my best to relax and read this book for a little while. I will catch you up later on what I've been reading and what I thought about it, because we just had our Lola, don't you dare. It's another dog down there. She likes to chase dogs. Lola. We just had our buddy read Kristin Hannah True Colors, so I'll tell you guys about that book, but I do it when I get home. There's way too much going on over here, and y'all, I'm just here to relax. But I did want to just start this vlog off and tell you that I was having a beach day, and that it's just gonna be a real chill, cozy vlog. Probably I'm just gonna be focusing on making this umbrella not fly away. And yes, I'm hood and I got a regular umbrella because I couldn't get my little tent to work. So yes, we have a regular umbrella. Don't judge me again. Y'all too judgy today. I'm about to chill out and read my book, and I'll see y'all in a bit. Was so relaxing. I literally fell asleep. I read a little bit, but nothing to write home about, and I really enjoyed myself. But I was beat yesterday, so I never picked the camera back up, but I did catch up on a little bit of reading. But first, before I tell you what I was reading yesterday, I want to update you on The Great Alone. That is not what I read. I want to update you on True Colors, Kristin Hannah, which was my buddy read with my girls. That book was mid. It was mid. I don't regret reading it at all. I had a good time with the book, but you really can see how much she's grown, I think, as an author. That book was one of her earlier works, so it's like any other author. Like, what have I read and then went back? And Kennedy Ryan. I started with like Before I Let Go. Lola, move. And then I went, into the Hoop series. Sorry for this camera shaking, because you already know who's the culprit of this camera shaking. But anyway, then I, read Real and, all the books that were her newer ones. Then I turned around and read When You Were Mine. Is that the name of it? Whatever. But one of her older books. And I can tell, like, she went from writing in third person to first person. It was just like a big difference. It did not feel like a Kennedy Ryan book when I read her older book. Where this one, you could just see her growth. It still felt like a Kristin Hannah book, but like, I don't know if like her earlier book, she did this thing where she's like finding herself. Like the beginning of the book is like anything else I've read by her. The imagery, like how I always talk about how I can, all my senses are on. I can smell it. I can see it. Like I smell the horses on this ranch. I heard the sounds. Like everything was there. But like The Great Alone did this too. Somewhere at that 50% mark, it took a turn, and it's like it was a completely different story. I think Chastity described it as a murder mystery. So it became like a murder mystery. Like it became a suspense novel, not that like heart gripping, like type of read like her books are known for. It still was good, but to me, When I pick up a Kristin Hannah book, I'm in the mood for something really heartfelt, something that may make me cry, get me emotional in some kind of way. That's what I look for when I pick up her books. When I pick up her books, or you see that I'm reading one of her books, I want to feel something. Because we read all these books, but I don't necessarily feel anything when I'm reading them. But her books make me feel that way. So when I pick one up, that's what I want to feel. And I didn't feel that with this one, y'all. But it was still a good book. And it made it better because it was a buddy read. You know what I mean? So you're, talking to the girls, piggybacking on what they're saying, making sure like what you're feeling, you're not tripping, and they feel the same way. So it was cool reading that book, I think, because they were reading it with me. I feel like if I read that book on my own, I might have a totally different opinion of the book. So that is definitely my least favorite by her. Every other book of hers gave me some emotion. Like, the only book that I can say I boo-hoo cried was The Great Alone, just because certain parts in that book, unfortunately, I could relate to. So it took me back to that time, and I bawled like a baby. The Four Winds, I cried on that one, but I think it's just because I connected to those characters. Like, I really, was rooting for them. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt for the characters, so it was emotional to think about being in those situations that they were in. The Women, I cried just because, again, I was connected to the characters, and the girl just had so much hard times and bad luck that I'm like, dang, Frankie, not again. The Nightingale, I didn't cry, but it was a very, very beautiful, heartfelt story. So anywho, enough about Kristin Hannah. So what I'm currently reading now is Sweet Heat. I've been taking my time with this, so I really wasn't reading it. I didn't read it at all while we read True Colors, but I was taking my time with this. I'm about 62% into this book now. Like I said, I'm just letting you guys know that I'm reading this book, and I've sat on it a little bit. When I am done with this book, I'm probably on Goodreads and Fable just going to say I finished the book. I'm not going to rate it, and I'm not going to leave a review until after its release date. Just because, you might not be like me, but when I read reviews, or even if you just put the rating, say you read an arc and it's something I'm anticipating reading, and you give it a 2.5, I'll be like, dang, this not gonna be good. So even in my subconscious, when I open that book up, I'll be like, this probably not even gonna be good. Everybody rating a 2.5. Like, so you already kind of have this preconceived thought about a book when people rate it. And not that that's a spoiler. Rate, do you when you read arcs, you want to rate it and review it, do you. But me personally, I know I'm easily persuaded with books, so one way or another. So I don't want to have to do that. So I'm not going to rate it at all until this book has come out, because you've had the opportunity to buy the book, possibly read the book, and go from there. But I'm not touching on this book until after September 2nd. I think that's the release date. So far, so good. I'll say that. And then I started Pictures of You night before last. I think I'm only, where am I? Chapter 18, and that's page 105. So I'm probably like 20, close to 30%. No, hell no, that's not 30%. Math ain't my subject. I don't know. Early on. I'm still early on in this, but I will say this is good. I'm really enjoying this book. I like how it's written. I like the pacing of it. I like the dual timelines. I like the dual POV. Like, it's all over the place, and not all over the place like some dual timelines can be. It's really not. It's really, I've only gone to the past once in this book, because the chapters aren't, it's not like dual timeline, like one chapter's this, the next chapter's that. No, it was like present, and then I had about maybe 10 or 11 chapters. And then you're going back to when they were 16, and you might have like multiple chapters for that. So it's not like flipping back and forth like that, which I kind of like. I kind of like that, because you get more of a story, and you're not like on this cliffhanger from the past when you go back to the present, like chapter to chapter, Anywho, so I'm really enjoying this. I'm really, really enjoying this book. I've had it for a minute too. It's like the cover, she looks like she's underwater. I knew when I started this book that I was going to the beach the next day, so it seemed perfect for a beach read. It was either this one or Summer Romance. I kind of wish I picked Summer Romance just because it's shorter, but I'm really enjoying myself with this. Very suspenseful, very good. I feel like it's going to be beautiful. I could tell. Might be heartbreaking a little bit too. I don't know. I can't tell yet, but that's what I'm reading now. And I will be back when I have another bookish update. last night. I'm kind of glad I'm done with it. Not in that kind of way though. It just seemed like I was reading that book for a while. I cannot wait to give you my review on it. Glad I read it. So appreciative that I got that arc. Again, like I said before, it's my very first arc, so it's going to always be special to me because hopefully that's the first of many that I'll get. So I cannot wait to share my thoughts on that book with you. But I got down and dirty with this, y'all. I had to pull out the book light. I haven't had the book light in a minute because usually, like I said, I think earlier in another video or before, like I'm a crackhead when it comes to these books. I will have one book on every form. I have physical, I have Kindle, I have audio. I'm trying to change my ways. Since we don't talk book ban over here, there's some adjustments that still need to be made because this is foolish. Like, why do I have one book on every way? Anyway, so I only have this book on, I only have this book on audio and physical form. So I was just kind of sitting and chilling, you know, hanging out with my husband last night. So I didn't want to like listen to it because I think it's crazy though. How do y'all do that? Like, I cannot listen to an audiobook unless I'm moving and grooving. Like if I'm walking around, you know, on a walk outside, or if I'm doing, you know, chores, or if I'm in the car, I can listen to audio, but I can't just like sit here and listen to audio. I can't just be like listening to a book. That's crazy. So I didn't really listen to this. I haven't listened to a lot of this book. That's how I know this book is great, because when I don't feel the need to, okay, let me switch to audio, maybe I get into it a little bit better. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so stuffy. My sinuses, allergies, everything is going to town right now. So if y'all hear me sniffing and snotting, that's why. But anyway, this book is good, y'all. It is so suspenseful. It is kind of not heartbreaking in that way, but it's sad because I'm like putting myself in Evie's shoes. And I could not imagine losing my memory. And all I remember is everything before I was 16 years old. Like, this is insane. It's a really thought-provoking book in a way, because I don't know what I would do in her situation. We are finding out so much about her life, about her husband, about her friendships and what happened to them. And, you know, because she thinks she's 16, so everything is like right in the world. She has all these friends. She's, you know, got all these goals and dreams and all these things that she, you know, does. But is she doing them? Because now she's like 28 years old or something like that. So I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all, I'm not even done. This is a really good book. It really is. It's cozy. It's suspenseful. These chapters are minuscule. Like, they are so short. So you are like getting through it so fast. So I'm on chapter 55, and that's page 261. And again, the math ain't mathing, but if I had to guess, it's about 70%, and I don't have that much to go. So I'm definitely gonna be finished today. I read for a little bit this morning, so I stopped at 55. So I'm gonna put this on audio now. I worked the weekend and I got stuff to do. It's like I have 3 days off and I cram every single thing I need to do. Going to the grocery store, cooking, doing whatever. I do all that like the last off day I have. And that's crazy. Why do I do that? I just want to chill for the other 2 days. But so I got to do some adult stuff today, y'all. So I'm going to be listening to the rest of this book, and I'm probably going to come back later this evening to tell you what I felt about it, what's next, and probably wrap up the video later on today. If I don't wrap it up today, y'all know we'll be in the car in the morning on the way to Dunkin', and I'll wrap up this book. I cannot wait. I'm ready to hurry up and talk to y'all so I can get back to this book. But kind of forgot that I ordered 2 books. What you say? You said I just did a haul. Whatever. I said 2 books. It's not a haul. So, honestly, I know I got one. I can't even remember what the other one is, y'all. That's how you know you got a problem. I don't even remember what the other book is, honestly. So we about to find out together what this is. Oh, I remember. So I got This Side of Beautiful-Tiye. I believe that's how I say it. When I first saw this book on TikTok, the cover is what got me immediately. And then when I read the back of the book and read the synopsis, I was like, this sounds like it could be a really beautiful story. So I picked it up, and then it had been in my cart for a long time. And then I just saw more and more people talking about it, more and more people talking about it. I wasn't listening to what they were talking about. I just kept seeing like the cover pop up, or people doing book hauls, you know, and they're putting it down. So I'm like, I'm getting this book because it's been in my cart since I first saw it. I think it just came out. I'm really not sure. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my God, the little page breaks are beautiful. And there's another one I saw that wasn't a guitar. What was that? These flowers were those gladiolas, maybe butterflies. If y'all don't know, I love butterflies. Butterflies just mean so much to me. I'm a butterfly girl, so anything with a butterfly I think is extra beautiful. This is beautiful. It's thick. It's got that leathery feel. It's floppy. Y'all, I'm weird. So really quick, before I tell you this other book, I'm really weird when it comes to books. I don't like small books. I like big books. And most people don't like big books. And that's the weird thing. I like big books, and not big books like a hardcover. Big books as in size, to the point like when I'm ordering a book on Amazon, I scroll down to a part that you probably have never seen before because you're not weird like me. And I look at the dimensions of the book. 8.5 for the height, 8.5 and above. I hate it when it's like 7.8 or 8.2. They're smaller books. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like getting up, but I'm going to show you a couple of books. Like, if you've read an Annabelle Monaghan book, like Summer Romance that I have over there, that's a small book. I don't like small books. I like her books, so I buy them. But if I have a choice, I like the books that feel like, what's a book that you might have read, like the Restore Me, Revive Me, if you've read any of those, Lights Out. Those are the size books I like. You know, it's so weird. So I looked at the dimension. I was like, okay, I'm going to get it. If the dimensions are small, I'm going to read it on my Kindle. I'm not going to buy it. Or if I did, because I used to get the books and then it'll come small and then I'd send it back. Because I'm like, it's a waste of money. I'm not going to hold this book. I'm going to read it on Kindle. Like, so I have the book. So I don't know. I'm trying to make changes. So I don't even buy a book unless it's kind of like on the bigger side. So this is beautiful. I'm going to tell you what it's about. I'm going to just read a blurb probably. Her life may feel shattered, but in the pieces, she sees something beautiful. I can't wait to get this. I'm not reading all the back because look, it's a lot and it's small. And y'all know I'm blind. I can't do it today, y'all. I'm tired. I just woke up about 45 minutes ago, so my eyes not working yet. And then I got Jessa Hastings, Time of Your Life. I know. All the controversy going on with this lady in these books and whatever they're talking about. Y'all, I didn't even dive deep into what the controversy was because I like Jessa Hastings. It's like once you know too much, you don't even want to buy their books anymore. And I don't want to know nothing, you know. So if I'm oblivious to what the rumor mill is about her and AI or whatever she did, if I don't know about it, I can't be guilty for buying her books, right? So I never really looked too deep to see what the problem was. And if there were rumors, if y'all had the story about her misconstrued, I don't know. I'm not going to find out either because that's what y'all did with me with Sophie Lark's books. I was really into the Brutal Birthright series, and then they start talking about Sophie Lark, and then I stopped buying her books. Again, easily persuaded. But anyway, this is Jessa Hastings' newest release. She wasn't supposed to meet someone like him. He wasn't supposed to be her undoing. It's 1995. Joa Harrigan is the brash frontman of the biggest band in the world. And I don't know how to say this girl's name. Ysolde is the iconic face of a generation. She's who people write their songs about. The kind of girl who could ruin a man. He doesn't fall and she doesn't chase. But from the moment they meet, it's head first, reckless and inevitable. Too much, too fast, too consuming. Loving Ysolde makes Joa feel alive, but it also makes him feel trapped. Her star burns just as bright as his, and he doesn't know how to be someone he can't control. The more he wants her, the more he resents her for it. But fame is corrosive, and so is love. Neither Ysolde or Joa were built to survive both because some loves don't end. They can't, so they just destroy you. Doesn't even sound like something I want to read, but it's Jessa Hastings. I've read every single book, good and bad, that she's written, and she's an autobiography author. She's an autobiography author for me, so again, big book, a lot be. That's what I got. So, sorry. So I'm going to be an adult and I'm going to finish Pictures of You, and I will be back with my thoughts on I finished this. It was so good. So many plot twists. Couldn't guess any of them. Well, I couldn't. I just didn't. I guess I wasn't expecting plot twists with a book like this because it's not a thriller. You know what I mean? But I just wasn't expecting the many plot twists that this story had. Like, I'm telling you right now, go pick this book up. It was unexpectedly good. Like, when I bought this book, the premise sounded good, but I didn't think that I was gonna get what I got from this book when I got it. Bars. It was a good one. That's all I can say right now. I'll probably go into more detail on my wrap up. I don't have any words for it yet, but I put my rating up already on Goodreads and it's a 4.75. And I don't have the words for it right now. I was just in my little zone listening to this book and highly recommend. It was a good one. Like, again, everything's not gonna be for everybody, but I truly enjoyed this book. Have no idea what's next. Like I said, I work tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm gonna pick up. I have so many good books right now, so many books that I just want to dive into. I kind of just want to chill for the rest of the month, but I already know that's not gonna happen. So, well, as always, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for the subscriptions that I've gotten over the last month or so. So many people have come over to this channel to subscribe, so I thank you and appreciate you for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will see y'all next Sunday.